Hey gang, so I've got something a little different today. This is one of those more unique sliders in the fidget world, I guess. The Magnus Trio. This was loaned to me by a friend, and it's such a unique experience using one of these things. So this is the Trio with the Zerk plate. Anyways, let's have a look. I'm not gonna actually open it up, but because it's not mine to open up, but definitely worth playing around with. Who knows? Maybe we will open it up. I see some screws in there. All right, let's go. Okay, so this is the first time I've had my hands on a Magnus Trio, and man, oh man, like it's one of those things where when you see it, you look at it, and you just sort of think, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what this is going to be. But I did not expect this. I did not expect the buttery smoothness of the way this slides up and down that Zerk plate, that Zerk inside. This thing is so cool. The only thing I would love is a lanyard so I could have a little bit more of a grip here. I find it's a little tricky, but overall it's still pretty cool. Now, we can pop these out, and it's a Teflon plate, I believe, underneath. And then what do we have inside? We've got, I'm guessing, our 4 magnets across here. You know what? Let me get some tools. All right. Let's get these little guys out of the way. There we go. That's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to make sure the magnets were going to stick the case. Okay, we're going to open this up because, you know what? This is too cool not to open up. T6, T8, 8. Okay. Got a little catcher here. Now, I'm only going to do this if it comes out easily, because this is not mine. This is on loan. So I don't want to mess up the magnets, although I'm pretty sure I could figure out how to get it back in. But let's just see where this is going to go, okay? Okay. Ooh, easy, easy. There we go. So there's our 4 magnets. This is very, very simple. I love the way Magnus designs stuff, but obviously the magnets are sitting inside. There's like little grooves inside there, and then there's also matching grooves on the Zerk plate with the 2 little screws, and that's it. And then, of course, they match up to these. So I'm just glad this didn't go nuts when I opened it up. So I'm going to put it right back. But now you know. Everybody who's watching, you now know what the inside of the Magnus Trio looks like and how it's assembled. And then if you ever want to change out the plate, that's how you do it. And then these guys, I guess you could take that apart. I'm not going to go that far with this, but you could. And then we go. So we know there's 4 magnets. Get in here. There you go. So the one thing I've noticed with this is the way the snapping works is you can't get much of a snap if you actually physically move the first magnet. And that's because you're holding down it, or you're holding it down. What you need to do is give it a little nudge so it can jump from one magnet to the other. If you're holding it, it's not going to do anything, right? So you just take it, get your finger in there, give it a nudge. Now, when you move 2, that's different. You can actually keep your finger pressed onto the second one because it's still going to push this guy off to the next magnet. So that's why when you can get that nice little snap if one magnet is pushing the other, because it's still causing it to jump to the next magnet. And of course, when you move all three, it's also a different sound because you've got three of them colliding together. But the single, you have to just kind of guide it. This is actually a great car fidget though. I had this driving with me yesterday and it's so mindless. Again, my only complaint here is I'd love to have like a lanyard or something because you can see my fingers kind of flex out weirdly when I'm trying to get to the bottom and push it up because I'm trying to grip it. But I have to travel all the way down here to get it. If I had a lanyard here and I was able to do it this way comfortably, that would be great. But instead, because it's low, I'm forcing my thumb to try to travel all the way down to the bottom to do it. So that's a little, that's my only gripe. Other than that, I think this is beautiful. Really, done really, really nicely. Very elegant, very different piece. And if you have the opportunity to get one because they're great. Thanks for watching, gang. Okay, so this... What? Okay, we're good.